Welcome to the Mindfulness podcast, where we're going to talk about purpose, healing. That all begins with awareness. And I'm your host, Wilhelmina, and excited to be here. This is listed as a weekly podcast. It's going to alter a little bit, and it's going to be posted whenever it's the right time. So tune in often or subscribe so you don't have to tune in and check out. It will be automatically brought to your inbox and announce when there's a new podcast, okay? So today's episode is Tender and Real. We're going to talk about the quiet pain of being in a toxic relationship, especially with a narcissist, and how self-love is the key that unlocks the door to freedom. And we will explore why it can be so hard to leave and why the signs aren't always obvious at first, and how you can begin the journey back to yourself mindfully and with grace. Okay? So when it looks like love, let's talk about that first. Here is the thing. No one tells you right away, narcissistic relationships don't start with abuse. They start with adoration. All right. At first, when you're treated like a queen or a king, and they hang on your every word, and you feel seen, valued, and maybe even cherished for the first time in a long time. You know, often narcissists aim for people that are grieving or broken, so that they can dominate them. And this is what we call love bombing, a tactic used to create emotional dependability. And then they give you everything quickly, constant attention, lavish praise, intense connections, and some even give you amazing gifts. And you feel like you've found your person. But what's really happening is that a mask is being worn. They're studying you, learning what you crave emotionally, what wounds you carry, and what makes you feel safe, so they can later use it to control you. And when your trust has been fully earned, the shift begins, subtle. It's first subtle, obviously, and then all at once. They criticize you in ways that sounds like concern, and they question your memory or twist events, making you doubt yourself. They are, professional liars, and they isolate you not by force but by creating drama around your friendship or your independence. Okay? And this is the moment the mask slips. Okay? And why is it hard to see? Let's be honest, it's easy to miss the signs, especially when we've been conditioned to believe that love requires sacrifice, or that intensity equals intimacy. Mindfulness teaches us to stay present, okay? Truly being in connection with yourself, with that, teaches you to stay present and observative and aware. But when you're with a narcissist, you're often stuck in emotional confusion. You're constantly reacting, trying to fix, avoid conflict, or chase the version of them you met at the start. So why do they keep you small? And why are you becoming a threat when you start thinking for yourself and acting for yourself, focusing on things that are important to you? Because your light threatens them. Narcissists thrive on power and your independence, your clarity, your self-love. Those things challenge the illusion they have created. So they undermine your confidence, make you question your instincts, and slowly strip away your voice if they have the strength to do so. So that's your question to ask. Am I allowing it? Why am I continue to allow this to be stripped away? It's not always yelling or bruises. Sometimes it's 1,000 small dismissals, sideways comments, and twisted truths that make you feel like you're the unstable one. Very subtle, So be aware of that. You may not even have thought about the fact that you're living with a narcissist. You may not even have allowed yourself to believe that. So take a good look at your life and the interactions and the truth that's being shown in the beginning and now, and see if it's consequent. The turning point. Let's talk about the turning point, choosing self-love, because that's important. You don't escape a toxic relationship by changing them. You escape by rediscovering you. And that begins with mindful self-love. That's what my book is all about, self-awareness, rediscovering your truth. You can find that on Amazon, and just do a search on Wilhelmina Stucker and you'll find that. But more importantly, this kind of self-love isn't just about treating yourself, it's about trusting yourself. It's about pausing long enough to hear your own voice. So ask yourself, do I feel safe emotionally? Can I speak freely without fear or backlash? And am I shrinking myself to maintain peace? If the answer is no, then it's time to turn inward, not outward. But, if the answer is yes, I think you know the answer. I once worked with a woman, I'm not going to name that person, but on the outside, everything looked fine. But on the inside, she had lost her spark. Through mindfulness work, self-hypnosis, and sessions with me, journaling, breath work, she slowly began to see the relationship for what it was. She didn't just leave, she rose. Not overnight, but one step, one truth, one breath at the time. And sometimes, to truly see this, is when you are growing into a stronger person and you don't need that person anymore. And the attitude, the interactions are changing. But the narcissist is also going to lose interest and start looking around for other subjects, other victims, if you wish. And in a way, you're lucky when they even go and have a relationship with somebody else, even if they're cheating on you. It's a blessing, believe me, because you will realize, like, okay, what's going on? You will snap out of your comfort zone and realize, okay, something's wrong here. What changed? And when you start realizing that you changed and what you are allowing now, and why this person is not satisfied with that anymore, and start to become, a different person, the mask is dropped and the real person is being seen. So study your life, more or less self-analyze, when things are not going right, and find the truth in the core of self. Okay, we all have our own answers. So it's important to stay calm, be quiet for as long as needed, and feel what is going on, and feel your truth, and make your decisions accordingly. Okay? Mindfulness allows you to observe without judgment, and that includes observing the unhealthy patterns you've been tolerating. So when you become present with your discomfort, you stop running from it, and you stop rationalizing it, and you start honoring your inner voice. And that's key, So silence, teaches us that fear is not fact, that we are not responsible for someone else's emotional chaos, and that staying in pain is not noble. Leaving is not weakness, it's wisdom, it's growth. Okay, so this is what we work on together in my coaching programs as well. And if you're ready to uncover your blocks, reconnect with your power, and build a life rooted in truth and peace, I believe that you're on the right path and invite you to join me. And you can learn more about this on my website, newlifehypnosis.com, or just contact me and we can discuss your personal situation. Okay. When you're fearful to leave because this person always has taken care of things, it's time to mature and it's time to face the music. Okay, take a deep breath. Let's close off with a few affirmations and repeat them softly or say them out loud, whatever feels right. I release what no longer honors me. I am not broken, I am awakening. I trust my inner voice. I am enough, I am whole, I am worthy. I walk away from fear and return to love, my love for myself. You can repeat these words, and it's very powerful to look at yourself in the mirror and say these words, which you maybe initially don't believe, but it's about reprogramming your mindset. So do this often and make it come from your heart. Okay, believe these words. And know that you truly, you are powerful. You are not alone. And you don't have to carry this weight any longer if you are making that decision from the core of self. I'm excited to announce that my website exist.org is finally updated again. I started this website in 2003 and in 2020, I believe, somewhere around that time, something happened. I'm not really sure still till this day, but it disappeared from the internet, from the World Wide Web. I recreated it not that long ago and updated it and added my products to this. So it's up and running. I'm still working on adding more things, and that will be a constant thing. But I'd like you to check things out at www.exist.org, exist.org. And let me know what your thoughts are. Look at my products. I put finally in all my jewelry and my programmed crystals as well. So there's a lot to look at, and when you have a moment, check it out. Okay? So until next time, take it slow, breathe deeply, love yourself fiercely, and this is your moment to rise. So make it so, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.